original. Oh, that's hot. We're gonna start off with original flavor. So for starts, the noodles are a little chewier than I would like. Broth is very flavorful. I'm not sure what flavor original is supposed to be, but it's super savory, it's super salty, exactly what you would expect. I would actually kind of expect this to be a beef flavor. That's the flavor I'm getting from it. I guess we'll find out once we get to the beef flavor. Could use some hot sauce, but that's just my personal preference. I'm trying these as is, exactly how it tells me to make them on the package. It's very average, it's very basic, it's exactly what I would expect. B tier. We have the original cup. I would assume this tastes very similar to the regular original, but it is in a possibly more convenient cup size, more portable. Also, the lid is very well insulated. It's got a nice little foil on there. I've never actually seen that on a cup noodle before. It smells wildly different. It could be the fact that this does add vegetables to it and what looks like green onions, which does make it a more flavored ramen, I would suppose. Anyways, let's dig in. So it tastes completely different, though I'm having a hard time determining whether or not it's in a bad way. I think it's just kind of the same. I think what I'm tasting mostly is the flavor of the dehydrated corn leaking into the... Yeah, okay, so I'm tasting mostly corn on top of the original flavor, which now that I have a package, maybe I can decipher what it is. Oh! So it looks like original is soy sauce flavor, which makes a lot of sense now that I'm tasting it. Yeah, that does make sense. I wouldn't say it's any better than the first one, which is why this is also going to sit nicely at a B tier. Beef. Ow, that's hot, that's hot, that's hot, that's hot, that's hot. Ouch. Okay, okay. So now we are on beef flavor. I thought the other one was beef flavor. Is this gonna be a problem? This is how hot. I'm serving these very hot. I feel like I'm in a vape cloud. This is what a high school bathroom is like. It's just vape clouds. So it does have a beefier flavor, but it's much more mild. And then the noodles, again, chewier than I would like. Yeah, this one, in comparison, is actually kind of plain. It could use more salt. The flavor is still good, it just needs more of it. I'd say this one is a C. Got my Selection Diet Cola palate cleanser. If you haven't seen my no name video, watch it. Right now is a great time for me to remind you to leave a like if you're enjoying this video, and even a comment if there's something that I did wrong and you need to tell me about it. Or if you just want to argue in the comments. Argue over what your favorite ramen is. Pick fights with people. It boosts engagement. And also subscribe. We're moving on to the beef cup. Yeah, the vegetables that they add to it add a lot of flavor that isn't there before. It does affect the flavor, but I don't know if it necessarily makes it worse. That's a good cup of noodles. It's surprisingly more flavor. You know what? It does make it better. Much more flavor. It's almost saltier, which is crazy. I've been following these exactly to the instructions, which means I'm filling it to that little line you see in there. I normally never do that because I like very pungent ramen. This is pretty good. I would happily eat this again. I think this might be our first A. This is an A tier. It tastes completely different than the original one, and I think it's thanks to the vegetables, which looks like it's carrots, chives, and corn. Chicken. This is the first bowl I've noticed to have green things in it. I also have not mixed it yet. It smells like chicken soup. Let's see if it tastes like chicken soup. This is what I've noticed along most budget brands of instant noodles, is they all taste like chicken soup. And it's the same with this one, with a little bit more onion flavor. Far from anything to write home about, but it is still very good. And the more I eat it, the more I enjoy it. And now that I'm trying this one, I'm looking forward to the cup one being better. I don't understand why they don't put the dried vegetables in the soup packets. They could go in their own little individual wrapped one, or you can just shove them right in the thing with the instant noodles. I'm kind of missing out. This is still really good. I'm gonna go with B for this one. Now we've got the chicken cup. Bet you thought it was vegetable, didn't you? That is my one complaint so far with the packaging. Why is the chicken flavor green? The broth is yellow. A chicken is not green. It was the only one that had green things in it that I noticed. It's not so much that it needed to be a green package. Make it yellow. This one, I think it smells like a Chinese food restaurant. I also think it tastes like one. Now, a lot of taste is smell. That could be what's influencing it. However, it's actually not better than the last flavor, which was the chicken flavor. This one's another you know, I honestly think this is a D, but that's okay. Let's move on to the next one. Ow, 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 that's fucking hot. We're on to shrimp flavor, and it sure as hell smells like it. It's not a good smell. I've had these where they taste good before, but not necessarily in cheap ramen. So another very mild soup. I'm not getting a lot of fishy, like shrimp flavor, but it doesn't necessarily mean that it's bad. Sure. Doesn't necessarily mean that it's bad, it's just kind of boring. A little bit of hot sauce, maybe sesame oil, and add your own vegetables, or an egg. This might be pretty good. I'm gonna give this one a C. It's nothing great. It's just soup. Very, very mild, plain soup. Ow, ow, ow! Mother f***ing fuck. Please like this video, my fingerprints have suffered because of it. This is miso flavor. This is the one I've been looking forward to this whole time. Oh, and it smells fantastic. It smells like hot pot. If you've ever been to hot pot, this is what the entire restaurant smells like. Interesting. So very basic broth again, but it's not in a bad way. It's just mild. It's nice and it's salty. It's very good. I don't know. It's good. I like it. It's different. It's got that miso flavor. I would say. I don't want to say, you know, I'm going with A. This is an A. I like this one. I want to try the broth on its own. Rest in peace, my fingertips again. Yeah, that's an A. That's a good soup. Oh, my poor fingers. Hurt so bad. We are now on to hot and spicy flavor. This one I was excited for until I smelled it. It smells like, I'm getting like flaming hot Doritos. I don't know. No, so it's got a lot of pepper flavoring in it. Like bell pepper flavoring. And it does not complement the soup very well. It essentially just smells and tastes like I boiled hot sauce in water, a cup or two of water, and added noodles to it. I don't want any more. No, this is an F. I wouldn't buy this again. The weirdest one. This is chow mein. This one, it actually tells you to serve on a plate. Boy, my fingers hurt so bad. I've burned my fingers again, making this one now. If this video was any longer, I might have to seek medical attention. Interesting. So I've had this one before. I don't think I made it right, because this is actually pretty good. Oh wow, it's surprisingly good. No, it is a little too sweet. It's not exactly like most chow meins that I've been familiar with, but it's surprisingly accurate. And the seaweed that they tell you to add on top does add a nice little bit of extra savory flavor. I think this might be another A. That's it. That's the last one. This is an A, yeah. So I think that's it for this video. I don't think I have any other flavors, but I do. In fact, it's sitting right off camera right here. This is all of them. Oh, sorry. This is all of them. This is one I'm not excited for. Let me give it a mix first. It certainly smells interesting. This could feed a large family. I don't know exactly how many packs of noodles this is. I think it's a 10 or 11. Let's give it a shot. It's still very hot. Oh, well, I don't recommend that. It's mostly the hot and spicy flavor. Ugh. Let me try the broth. The broth's not bad, but the noodles, maybe I just got a bad spot. Let me try over here. No, the noodles all taste like hot and spicy. For the mega bowl, it's an E. It's not a complete F. I wouldn't not eat this, but I would prefer not to. Okay, that's all for this video. Thank you for watching. Please like for my fingers and their pain. They're tingling. I don't know if that's because I've had too much sodium or because I've burned them so many times. But I'm gonna go vomit now. Subscribe!